What's going on, you guys? YGM, and it's Gustavo and
Mateo Ryder. We need to fix the name.
Papa, say hi. Say hi.
Look at his little ears.
Say hi, Papa.
Can we see the ears?
Say hi. So today we're gonna be talking about Ryder's daily, or
Ryder's
you want to say
schedule.
24-hour schedule. Tell them I'll be back, guys. So I'll be back.
The only reason Gustavo isn't gonna continue the video with us is because since he's not here most of the day, he doesn't really know what goes on except for one day of the week. And that day, I tend to mess up his schedule because we go out or we do something or we wake up later. So he doesn't know exactly what he does. So I just told him if it was okay for him to just take care of Ryder. Ryder.
Oh.
And then
She was scared because she sleeps crazy.
I don't sleep. I don't know. Well, I don't know if I sleep crazy. I mean, I don't.
Oh, he's tired. Look at him. This is nap time.
It's nap number 2.
Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, Emma.
Good morning.
Because your hair itches him. Yeah.
Good morning, Emma. Oh, your hair.
Yeah. You're in the fridge.
Ryder, you ready for bath? You ready to take a bath? Hi, baby.
Podemos ayudar a activamente reparar estas pérdida.
So I was going to record in my room, but Ryder fell asleep for his last nap of the day, basically. So I wasn't able to continue recording or start recording in there because I didn't want to wake him up, because it can be that he wakes up in a good mood or in a bad mood. So today was a case of mixed emotions for him. He was a little complicated because there was times where he wouldn't nap good and there was times where he was napping great and he woke up happy. So I started to record his bedtime. It started off with him sleeping very, very early last night. It had to do with him not having, like yesterday, like I tell you, it depends if he's having a good day or a bad day with his naps. Yesterday he didn't really nap good. My niece kept scaring him, and she just opens the door and doesn't know that he's sleeping, so she'll scream my name or she'll make a loud noise. So he'll get scared and he'll wake up, or he'll wake up to the smallest noises too. So He fell asleep around 9:30 the latest, I believe. Because Gustavo came home around 9:40, almost 10. Yeah, so he fell asleep very, very early, and that made him wake up multiple times, because in his mind he thought he was already at his normal time, which is like around 10:30 is when he sleeps, and he'll wake up for his first feeding at 1 or almost 2, and you know, so on and so forth. So this time he woke up at 11. He went back to sleep by 11:30, and then he woke up again at 1. He ate. It was kind of hard because those 2 feedings that I just started off with, I felt like he wasn't filling up enough with my milk. And again, I said breastfeeding journeys are very hard. There's so many downs and ups that you can't really control. So in this case, I had a horrible night with my milk production. He wasn't filling up enough, so I feel like that's why he kept waking up consistently, because normally he wouldn't wake up so soon after his feeding for bedtime. Because he ate from both boobs, and he still woke up 2 hours later. Normally he doesn't wake up 2 hours later. So I knew off the bat that something was going on with my milk production. And when I was breastfeeding him at 1, he started to cry, and he kept like latching on and latching off, and that's kind of like a sign that he's not getting enough milk. So at that point I tried the other side, and he did the same. So then I started off with the bottle feeding. I only give him 2 ounces at a time, because he never finishes the bottle completely, and they say with formula it only lasts up to an hour, just like breast milk, especially at room temperature. And right now with the heat, you know, the rooms get hot and stuff, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do 2 ounces, and if he wants more I'll do another 2 ounces. So I gave him 2 ounces, and he fell asleep in between an ounce and a half. So then he went back to sleep, and at 2:40 I want to say he woke up again, and I fed him once again. I tried my boob again, and he wasn't getting anything, so I gave him another bottle. And then at 4, almost 5, I go out for my niece to pick because they drop her off, so I can take care of her pretty early, but she falls asleep, so it's not that hard. So he woke up because I opened the door too loud, and I didn't think he would wake up to it. He woke up, and he honestly was having a hard time to go back to sleep. I gave him my boob, and I gave him the bottle, and he went back to sleep. But at 6 he woke up, and he went back to sleep, and then at 6:40 he woke up, and he went back to sleep. He slept for almost an hour. 7:50 he was like, I had enough. But what I do is I don't pick him up until he cries or he starts getting frustrated, because I don't want him thinking that, oh, I wake up and they're gonna come to me right away. So I just let him chill for a while, play with himself, look around the wall, look at like the daylight from through the window. And then I pick him up, and then I bring him to the bed, and that's when me and Gustavo start talking to him. And I have a thing called Hatchet, which you guys see a lot in this video for him. The doctors recommended it to me because they said it's very useful, and it doesn't stop being useful until they're out of using a nightlight in the room, or they stop being scared of being in the dark. So it can be up to 6 years old. So he said that it will help me a lot if he likes to hear like the noises and the movement he'll feel with the Hatchet. And since we have Alexa, the lights change color and turn on and off at our command. But I just wouldn't, I felt like me and Gustavo didn't sleep good with the light on all night, and for him to have it, and like it was so much light just being wasted. So we were like, you know what, let's try it, and if it works, good, and if not, we can turn it. So we loved it. Actually, Ryder loves it. And I put it on in the morning from 8:30 to 8:35. I only put the bird noises because it has white sound noises, so I put it for 5 minutes with the bird noises, and he loves it. As you see in the video, you'll see him smiling and arguing with us and stuff like that with the bird noises. He's obsessed with it. He knows once it stops, like he gets like annoyed and he wants to get out already, which is something good that I'm trying to get him used to. Like, okay, once he fully wakes up, you know, take him out, get him throughout the day. Normally Gustavo will be with him a little longer, and I start doing my breakfast. And once he's getting ready for work, he'll bring him out, put him in the mama room, and he'll just chill and while I eat, if he's not tired, because normally he stays awake for 45 minutes to an hour, and he'll want his first nap. And he took his first. My mother-in-law today was out and sitting down. Since kids went back to school, they have classes online, so they have their Zoom meeting going on. One is in her room and the other one's in the living room. And So we tried to stay quiet, which was the case today. Ryder fell asleep with her. I guess because he kept waking up constantly, he was just so tired. So he took his first nap around 10. He woke up 40 minutes later and he was playing with us, and then he fell asleep again within a matter of half an hour later. He took his second nap of the day. Normally that doesn't happen, that they're back to back, but again he had a hard night sleeping, so I guess that's why he had lots of naps today. His last nap of the day as we're speaking right now, which is like 6, almost 7, because once he's wake up, he'll be up for another 2 hours. I try to stretch it as much as I can so it doesn't happen like last night where he sleeps super early and he still doesn't know how to manage his sleeping schedule yet. So once he takes his second nap, he wakes up around 11:30, and I normally bathe him around 12:30 to 1 because it's not too early and it's not too late. So once he wakes up, he's up with her a little bit. He'll take like a short little nap. Today, like, he took like the shortest little nap before his bath. And then I was able to take a 20-minute nap, and then Gustavo was sleeping. Today he entered a little late, so we took all a nap together, and then he woke up just in time to shower him. I showered him, I fed him, and he went back to sleep. My niece left, so he fell asleep just now, which is like at 6:30. He started to fall asleep, and it's almost 7. So he's not going to wake up until 8ish, almost 9, which is perfect because it gives me that hour gap where I can stretch it, get him so tired that he'll fall asleep and he won't wake up until the next day.
Are you ready to go on a trip?
Let's go, Papa.
I had questions about how I try to schedule his routine, but honestly, since it was a newborn, like I say in every video, he does his own routine. I just try to slowly adjust it as I can, as I see that he can. With using the hatchet, I don't want him getting so used to it, because once you want to get a baby or a kid unused to it, especially at a toddler's age, it is so difficult. So, and here's the birds, that's morning, and I take him out, I play with him, I talk to him, he sees me cooking, he sees me eating, and I talk to him, okay, this is breakfast, and I show him stuff. So I want him to understand in his head. For naps, I don't program it because the hatchet can be programmed for morning and night, which is why the birds ring at certain time at a certain amount of minutes, and in the night it rings off at 9:30 and it ends at 10, because sometimes like he likes to hear the music more and more and more, and I know it's bad, but I sleep him until I know he's fully asleep and I lay him down. But I don't want to stop that because that helps my milk production, because sometimes I do skin to skin, and that's helping my boobs stimulate for more milk to produce. And since I pump after I feed him, which I don't show in the video, it helps me more and it helps him more. So I know that it's bad. I'm gonna start like not doing it as much. Noises, so there's the ocean, there's nature, there's like no noise, there's the washer noise, the TV noise, the fan noise. Since we have the AC in our room, it makes a noise, so it's already one of those calming noises for him. But I put the ocean or like the waves noise, and I put that like not so loud, like I think like at a 60 or 70 volume, and I turn on a colorful light. The blue and the yellow are morning and night, so I make sure I don't use those throughout the day, so he can stimulate by color and by noises. Put him the waves or the ocean with a colorful color. But in the nighttime, I definitely talk to him about the day, or I'll try to read a book. Sometimes I can't reach for the book while I breastfeed him, but I definitely do want to read more to him. Hopefully he stays doing this routine, but so far it works for me and Gustavo. Once he sleeps for a night, me and Gustavo get to catch up. We'll eat something quick before bed, or we'll just, you know, talk or cuddle or watch a movie, or, you know, do something together and then go to sleep. Anyways, that's basically his schedule. It's not too complicated, out of the ordinary. He is still tiny, so he's like right now mainly sleeping and growing in his sleep. Once he starts being more active, like crawling, or like he's out of the 3-month stage, I think that's when our routine's gonna start to change a little bit. One more thing, I am being an ambassador gym clothing brand called W Run. You can find them on Instagram at W Run. Use my discount code for 30% off. It's YGM 2020. Have great clothes. It's not only for women, it's also for men, guys. have any questions, my social media will be in the description. I will try and link the website on the description as well and put my code for that brand. Well, anyways, that concludes my baby's routine or schedule. I don't know what I should call this yet. You guys did see Gustavo in the beginning of this video. He honestly tried to not work early today so we can spend time, because we haven't really spent time together. So it was a very perfect day to record this as well, even though Ryder's sleeping schedule was everywhere today, honestly. But don't forget to check out W Run on Instagram. I will have it in my account, and I will put everything down below in the description box so you guys can have it easy.